In many cases, actually, in today's society, the wife archetype, I would say, or like the Jackie archetype, is often quite masculine. In fact, as I've talked about in other videos, like trad wives in general tend to be quite masculine. They have kind of the stereotypes of femininity in the sense that they oftentimes wear pretty dresses and they oftentimes, you know, cook and clean and have babies and take care of their families, but they tend to approach those things from a very masculine place. Jackie Kennedy was very much known for her physical discipline. So a lot of the sort of like Jackie Kennedy or the trad wife or the kind of like stereotypes of like wife behavior in our society do tend to be somewhat masculine. Men expect them to be very disciplined. They expect them to be their piece. That's masculine behavior. Feminine energy is no man's piece at all. Whereas when we're talking about the mistress archetype, and if we're talking about the stereotypical like Marilyn Monroe stereotype of the mistress archetype, a lot of what, I know Marilyn is a very complex character and a lot of people have a lot of theories around her and stuff, but generally speaking, Marilyn Monroe was very wounded feminine. You know, she had a lot of addiction problems. She was very promiscuous throughout her career. She had a lot of depression issues. Like, Marilyn Monroe had a lot of wounded feminine energy like around her, and I don't say this as a judgment because a lot of people do, and you know, she had a very difficult upbringing and things like that, and you know, obviously with all of the pressures of the industry and the way she was treated in the industry and things like that, like I'm not saying that as like a knock on her or anything. It's just she was very wounded feminine. So oftentimes stereotype in our current society of kind of like the wife mistress tends to be kind of like this sort of like rigid, disciplined masculine in the wife and this kind of wounded feminine, destructive woman in the mistress, so to speak. Like that's kind of what the Jackie Marilyn dichotomy tends to be.